We are one. The strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack. From the Jungle Book. What do we hold on to when all falls away? How do we survive the pain and sometimes total devastation? What do we fall back on? I say we hold on to each other and to God. During my estrangement from soulmate number 4, I needed my soul tribe. However, reaching out to others and asking for help was not one of my strengths. I've always been self-sufficient and independent, sourcing my help from God and the universe first. Asking humans for help was not an easy thing for me to do, usually my last resort. Be that as it may, one early morning when I awoke with the realization that he was really gone, an awful dread spread throughout my being like death had just took occupancy in my body. I had no other choice. I needed help. I hesitantly sent a text message to about 10 friends asking them to pray for me. The response I received was overwhelming, and immediately I started to feel better. One particular soul friend said to me that when I was struggling and having a hard time to please reach out to him and ask for help. I agreed, but thought to myself, I don't want to keep bothering you with my pain and sadness. What a drag to keep asking for help. It was like he read my mind. He added on, when you reach out and ask for help, you are not just helping yourself, you are helping me as well and others. How, I wondered. He continued, reading my mind again. It forces us to stop whatever we are doing and connect to our hearts, to spirit, and send positive energy out to you, which in turn is sent to the world. It helps us to pause in the craziness of our lives and tune into the divinity within our hearts. I have the best friends. Wow, that was a paradigm shift. I don't feel so self-conscious about asking for help anymore, like someone is judging me or thinking, oh God, you again? It is our inherent nature to want to help others. In helping others, we are in essence helping ourselves because the highest truth is we are one. It has been said that when Buddha comes again, he will arrive not as a person, but as a community. We will know that God is here on earth when we can see him or her in one another. Everyday Grace, Marianne Williamson. New metaphors. Margaret Mead's daughter, Mary Catherine Bateson, another brilliant visionary, followed in her mother's footsteps. She declared that the family is changing, not disappearing. We have to broaden our understanding of it, look for new metaphors. The world is my family. I had to redefine the word family, otherwise I would have continued to feel lost and alone. Although some people might feel sad for me, I look at my life as an opportunity to open my heart even wider and love everyone. Not that that's an easy task, but it's one I strive toward. New metaphors means we need to expand our thinking and our compassionate hearts. We are a global family, united under the same sun on this beautiful blue and white planet, whirling through space, one sky, one heaven, one moon, and one family. It just so happens we are different. Our human vessels are different. Our personalities are different. Our unique contributions are different. But at our core, we are the same. I love Margaret Mead's quote, always remember that you are absolutely unique, just like everyone else. That means we come from the same underlying essence of love and light and spirit, yet every soul has a unique contribution and imprint to leave on the planet. When our false identities fall away, we will realize once again who we really are and embrace a shared identity. Becoming conscious is the greatest gift we can give to the world, and our uniqueness is how we might serve the greater whole. A human being is part of the whole, called by us universe, a part limited in time and space. He experiences himself, his thoughts and feelings as something separated from the rest, a kind of optical delusion of his consciousness. This delusion is a kind of prison for us, restricting us to our personal desires and to affection for a few persons nearest to us. Our task must be to free ourselves from this prison by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature in its beauty. Albert Einstein. For the greatest good of all. The mantra, I will become a Buddha for the benefit of all, has two parts to it. The first is becoming, the second is for all. I know many spiritual seekers that get stuck on the I will become, and it stays all about them. The second part of the statement is key for the benefit of all. Once we reach this understanding, our whole life transforms. We are not to sit and idle, according to Swami Satchidananda. Once we realize our freedom, we should work for the sake of others who are still bound. When a strong person crosses a turbulent river, he or she will not walk away after the crossing, but will stand on the bank and help pull out everyone else. This is humanity's greatest trait, bravery and kindness. Working for the sake of others is our inherent nature. And when we come to the full realization that our happiness is directly linked to every being's happiness, our life changes for the better. Side note, when someone doesn't want to be helped, that's a different story. You cannot make someone cross the turbulent river. They have to be a willing participant. Life is an invitation. Life doesn't happen to you, life happens for you. Me. The universe is inviting you to show up, to participate, to be your own star in your life, not to live vicariously through other people's lives, through other celebrities, models, sports figures, reality shows. We don't need more of them in the world. We need more of you, everyday wonderful people, waking up and becoming empowered co-creators of this world through love and kindness, charity and service. We need more healers, musicians, artists, more conscious parents, conscious couples, conscious uncoupled, more conscious men, empowered women, more happy people living on purpose with passion and joy. There was a time when I thought about becoming an official minister. It's easy now, you can do it right online. But is a piece of paper with a stamp on it going to make you a minister? I believe there is no more important ministry than that of being a parent. Even if you are not a parent in the traditional sense, we are all really parents, and every day, if we look for it, we will find a chance to bring our ministry of healing and love to someone or something new. You do not have to be ordained to be an official minister of the world. We are all ordained by being here now. God's gift to us is our life, and our gift to God is to become the very best we can for the greatest good of all. The term God needs a body means we are the channels. The call for assistance must come from us, since free will choice is our gift here on planet Earth. Just as we can be the cage, we are also the key to experiencing the new heaven and the new earth here now. This time, it's about us. I sent you a rowboat. A very religious man was once caught in rising floodwaters. He climbed onto the roof of this house and trusted God to rescue him. A neighbor came by in a canoe and said, "The waters will soon be above your house. Hop in and we'll paddle to safety." "No thanks," replied the religious man. "I've prayed to God and I'm sure he will save me." A short time later, the police came by in a boat. "The waters will soon be above your house. Hop in and we'll take you to safety." "No thanks," replied the religious man. "I've prayed to God and I'm sure he will save me." A little time later, a rescue service helicopter hovered overhead, let down a ladder rope, and said, "The waters will soon be above your house. Climb the ladder and we'll fly you up to safety." "No thanks," replied the religious man. "I've prayed to God and I'm sure he will save me." All this time the flood waters continued to rise, until soon they reached above the roof and the religious man drowned. When he arrived at heaven, he demanded an audience with God. Ushered into God's throne room, he said, "Lord, why am I here in heaven? I prayed for you to save me. I trusted you to save me from that flood." "Yes, you did, my child," replied the Lord, "and I sent you a canoe, a boat, and a helicopter, but you never got in."